if we try and describe our business, you know, what are we? Well, firstly, we're still the incumbent operator in 14 ex-concession areas, as we call them, in Hungary. So in these parts of Hungary, the green parts, you can see it up on the wall there as well, in those areas we're like the local telephone company. So we own the copper wires, we have shops in the high street, we have telephone boxes, so we are the local telephone company. And we have a very high market share in those areas, probably 70 to 80%. And although they're not monopolies, so we do not have an exclusive right, so anybody can come and compete, we still have a very high market share, and we don't have a lot of competition. And those areas together cover about 20% of the Hungarian population. So in about 1/5 of the country, we are the local telephone company. And our real focus in those areas is obviously convincing people to keep their fixed lines, and that's clearly helped because of the growth in broadband ADSL. And we focus on selling broadband services because obviously that's a growth market, and broadband penetration here in Hungary is still relatively low compared with Western Europe. So broadband penetration here is probably around 30% of households, as opposed to 55%, let's say, in Western Europe. So there's a lot of growth potential. Now, the people who like to try and take some of that business away from us are the cable companies. So we typically are competing with the cable companies here in Hungary. And one of the things we recently did as part of that is we introduced IPTV. So we're now, since the middle of this year, we've been selling television service that we deliver to our customers over broadband ADSL. And the reason we did that is so that we can offer people broadband internet access, TV and voice services, and therefore we're competing very effectively with the cable companies who can also offer this triple play service. So this is a bit busy, this slide, but it's just to give you an indication of the fact that we've got a basic offering in terms of programs. We've got an extended offering or a family package which goes up to nearly 50 channels. But the things that make our IPTV service different, particularly if you compare it with the cable companies, is probably, firstly, we've got a network-based personal video recorder capability, so you can record programs and watch them whenever you like, and you don't have to have a recording device of your own. It's done in the network. Secondly, we have time shift TV, so that in a large number of the channels, if you want to watch in the evening programs that were on during the previous 3 days, then you can do so. So if you get in at 8 o'clock at night and you want to watch the 6 o'clock news, then you can do so. Okay, and that's very popular. And also video on demand, and a very advanced electronic program guide, which a lot of the cable companies don't have. So that's our proposition, and our focus is obviously initially to sell that to our existing broadband customers. And you can see here, to give you an indication of pricing, so for 9,000 forints, you can have a 1 meg internet access, you can have phone services, and you can have the basic TV package. So that's about just over 30 euros a month. Or you can have just a 2-play package where you just have TV and voice, for example, for around 6,000 a month. Okay, so it's attractively priced, and it's certainly the best TV offer on the market here in Hungary. So that's just an example of something we're doing to support our principally residential business.